Please approach the stage. Bishop Dr. Christian, young chairman of Ibom, please approach the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, very excited to welcome all of us. Let's continue to celebrate. Let's continue to jubilate as we welcome our leaders. All of them who are here.
Oh, Imabong, Iene Kent. Imabong, Iene Kuti. Imabong, Inana Kempo. Imabong, Iene Sibori. It's a tassa, 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 it's a tassa.
Celebrate His Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful day here. And we must thank the Lord who has made this day possible. Ladies and gentlemen, heralding and acknowledging the arrival of His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, and of course His Excellency, the Governor of Ibom State. This is the collaboration we seek to move Nigeria forward. This is the collaboration we seek to make our country what it's supposed to be. Let us continue to acknowledge and celebrate our leaders. receiving our dignitaries at this event. Appreciating them for finding out time to be here. Celebrating them for the partnership that we now enjoy. Lead.
Aha.
Thank you very much, the band. Thank you very much, the band. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. You can cut the band for now. Please let me request that everyone standing in front of our dignitaries should please cooperate with the protocol team to clear. Please, everyone standing in front of our dignitaries, please cooperate with the protocol team. So much. Thank you so much. Cooperate with them. We need to have an orderly event, which is what we are known for. Please, just cooperate with them. We appreciate all of you. Your Excellencies, proud to welcome you. For us to get this event started officially, I want to request that we rise on our feet as we take the national anthem. Please, do we stand together to take the national anthem? The anthem, please.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribes and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
Thank you so much. Please, while we still stand, I'd like to welcome the Chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State Chapter, Bishop Dr. Christian Young, who would lead us as we pray to get this event started. Bishop, please.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, today we thank you. We bless your name. We worship you as a faithful Father that we have. We thank you for His Excellency, our dear Governor, that is leading us well in a godly way. We thank you for the vision you are giving to him. And we thank you for the support that he has received from the people of Akwa Ibom State. We thank you for our sons and daughters, even those that are in Akwa Ibom and outside Akwa Ibom State, for the support they have given for this vision to materialize. Our Father, we thank you for the whole state, our friend, the friend of our Akwa Ibom State, the friend of our governor. We bless your name, for he is here in person. We thank you for the traditional fathers. Father, we want to say, may your name be glorified in Jesus' name. We cannot stop from thanking you, the clement weather condition, the sunny day like this. Only you can do a thing like this. We say, hallowed be thy name. Thank you for the people that have traveled all the way to be in this program. We bless your name for the traditional fathers, the religious leaders, the political class. Lord God, today you have gathered us here to bless Akwa Ibom in a new project. Therefore, we declare this program open, oh God, in the name of God the Father, in the name of God the Son, in the name of God the Holy Spirit.
Thank you so much, the Chairman of CAN. Please, we can take our seats. We really, really do appreciate all of us, and we welcome you. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome all of us to greatness. Greatness because this is not just an event, this is the birthplace of the future. Greatness because this is not politics, this is a gathering of intentional leaders and investors. Greatness because this is not just a gathering of Akwa Ibom people hosted in this great land of Lagos State, but a gathering of global citizens who are ready to shape this generation. Barack Obama would say that in every generation there are defining moments, and I dare add that for every defining moment there are defining men. So today I will take time to acknowledge our leaders whom I think deserve to be considered as defining men of our generation. Allow me to first acknowledge His Excellency, the Governor of the Vision State, His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Put your hands together, celebrate and welcome His Excellency Pastor Umo Eno, Governor of Akwa Ibom State. Can you make it louder? Can you celebrate him some more? Your Excellency, we welcome you and we are happy that you are here. Another man I want to acknowledge. I acknowledge him because he's an excellent governor. I acknowledge him because he understands that this collaboration is what we need to move our country forward. The governor of Lagos State, a fine gentleman, a leader who has led the people of Lagos with a lot of dexterity. Celebrate Governor Aboyade Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State. We celebrate you, we welcome you. Thank you so much. Allow me to acknowledge respectfully the Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, distinguished Senator Dr. Mrs. Akone. Please, can we celebrate her? I acknowledge also respectfully the coordinator of the office of the First Lady of Akwa Ibom State, Mrs. Helen Obareke. Please, can we celebrate her? One thing I know is that for the present to be successful, the past must be in constant communion with them. Allow me to acknowledge some leaders of our country and our state who have come here to join our governor today. I mean former governors of Akwa Ibom State and our neighboring Cross River State. Put your hands together, acknowledge the immediate past governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Udom Emmanuel, CON. Please, can we celebrate him? Very happy to have you. And we thank you for giving us a governor like Pastor Umo Eno. Let me also acknowledge the one that we refer to as the father of modern Akwa Ibom. Put your hands together, acknowledge Architect Obong Victor Atta. We're happy to have you today, and we celebrate you. Let me also acknowledge the former governor of Cross River State who has also joined us here. His Excellency, distinguished Senator Leah Limoke. Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate him? We thank you, and we acknowledge all of you, our leaders, who have come here to join us. Please allow me to acknowledge the Speaker of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, the Right Honorable Elder Udeme Otong. We celebrate you. The Chief Judge of Akwa Ibom State, Honorable Justice Ekaite Obot, who has also joined us here. We acknowledge you. I celebrate also the Chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Akwa Ibom State. Please, can we acknowledge the Right Honorable Elder Anye Kanakpan? We are happy to have you here. The Director General of Campaigns, His Excellency Chief Asama Sam, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. We welcome you and we thank you. Your Excellency, our senators are here. All of them are complete. We acknowledge distinguished Senator Ekong Samson, distinguished Senator Anyekan Basi, and all the others. Distinguished Senator Efyong Bob, Emmanuel Iboresien, Alois Chisetuk, distinguished Senator Itainang. We acknowledge all of you and we celebrate you, including also members of the House of Representatives, all of them who have joined us here today. We celebrate and welcome you. Your Excellency, at this event, we have the Minister for Petroleum Resources, Gas, who has joined us here, represented by Engineer Abel Nsa. We celebrate and welcome you. Let me acknowledge former ministers and leaders of our dear state who have also joined us here. I acknowledge Obong Umana Okon Umana. I acknowledge Atwe Kongdon Etebet. Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate and welcome all of them. Thank you so much. Members of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, we acknowledge and welcome all of you. Captains of industry, so many of them. I like to plead that I come back to acknowledge all of them at a particular time as I move on to acknowledge the Secretary to the government of Akwa Ibom State, Prince Enobongowa. I acknowledge the head of the civil service, Elder Efyong Esien. We're happy to have you and we welcome you. Allow me to please acknowledge the Executive Assistant and Chief Delivery Advisor to His Excellency the Governor, Mr. Nyefyok Johnson. We're happy to have you and we welcome you. I acknowledge all honorable commissioners who are here through the Dean of the College of Commissioners in Akwa Ibom State. For your Excellencies, please permit me to single out and acknowledge the Honorable Commissioner in charge of the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development here in Lagos State. Please, can we put our hands together and acknowledge that distinguished gentleman, Honorable Commissioner Oluyinka Olumide. We acknowledge and welcome you. And of course, the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Housing, Akwa Ibom State, Otwekong, Raphael Basi. We thank you and we welcome all of you. so I can finish with politics and get to business. Your Excellencies, please permit me to acknowledge right away permanent secretaries, chairman of boards, honorary special advisors, heads of extra ministerial departments, and chairmen of all the local government areas who have joined us at this event. Your Excellency, we acknowledge all of them and we welcome you. Captains of industries who are here, Your Excellency, as I had mentioned, a lot of them have joined us. Please let me begin by acknowledging our daughter, the one in whom we are well pleased, the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate the noble lady, Ememu Soro? We thank you. The Chairman of Access Bank is here, Paul Usoro, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. So many of the other captains of industries. The MD Western Legacy, represented at this event by the noble lady, Tope Adediba. Please, can we put our hands together, acknowledge and welcome her. The CEO of Ibom is present, and we acknowledge all the others, including our son, the Executive Director of the Federal Housing Authority, who here represents his MD, Architect Ezekiel Nyaituk. We celebrate you and we're happy to have you. I acknowledge all the other banks that are here, Executive Directors, MDs, Zenith Bank, Paralex Bank, First Bank, all of you, please. We acknowledge and welcome all of you. Your Excellency, royalties have also joined us here. Because this particular project is going to be sited on a land, we couldn't come here without acknowledging our royal fathers. Let me acknowledge first Your Excellency, His Royal Majesty, Oba Abdul Wasiu Omobolanhong Lawal, Commander Order of the Niger, Abizokun II, the Oniru of Iruland. Please, can we celebrate that our father? We celebrate you and we're very happy to have you join us here. Allow me to also acknowledge respectfully His Eminence, Intendant Dr. Solomon Etuk JP, CFR, who is the President General of Akwa Ibom State Supreme Traditional Rulers Council. We acknowledge you and we're very happy to also have you in our midst. Your Excellency, let me acknowledge the Elegushi of Ikateland, who has also joined us here. His Royal Majesty Oba Saira Demola Elegushi. We acknowledge all of them and we thank you for your presence at this event. The trumpets that you hear is customary to acknowledge and welcome the royal fathers, and we thank you. Let me acknowledge finally for the royalties, so many of them here, the chairman of the Akwa Ibom Traditional Rulers Council, Odudemetemedet Basi Jepli. Please, can we put our hands together and just celebrate all of them? We thank you and we celebrate you. Thank you so much. Your Excellency just brought to my attention that the Deputy Chief of Staff to the Lagos State Governor is also part of the entourage of our dear leader, the Governor of Lagos State. We acknowledge Mr. Sam Egube, who is here. We celebrate you. And SA Works Engineer Adeinka, we also acknowledge and welcome you. Please, you are honored and you are very well respected. Your Excellency, all service commanders are acknowledged. I can't begin to name the names. I acknowledge all our other stakeholders, both from Lagos State and Akwa Ibom State. We thank you for coming. Socio-cultural groups, political groups, we acknowledge all of you and we welcome you. We acknowledge the Akwa Ibom community here in Lagos State. We thank you and we appreciate you. All political groups, including the Maintain Peace Movement, we acknowledge you. Your Excellency, the National President of the NUJ and NIPR, they have sent special envoy. They are both represented by their state chapter chairman. We acknowledge all of you, Comrade Mosetuk and Comrade Manasseh Omoite. We acknowledge everyone that is here. Our spiritual fathers, which is where I'd like to end, please, future. And we thank you for coming. The SSG, please.
Your Excellency, our leader, Governor of Akwa Ibom State. Your Excellency, Governor of Lagos State. Our leaders, former governors of Akwa Ibom State and Cross River State. Permit me to stand on the protocol that has been established by Morgan. Your Excellencies, we are gathered here today to kickstart a vision that has come. The vision whose time has come today. We have been blessed with very wonderful governors. Two who are here. For example, you have our father, architect Obon Victor Atta, who laid the foundation. We had the current Senate President, Dr. Godswill Akpabio, the uncommon transformer. And of course, our leader, Mr. Udom Emmanuel, a financial wizard who took us through 2 recessions and made a mark in Akwa Ibom State. One of the marks he made was to give us the golden boy. A governor who has come to prove that indeed government can work. Before now, Akwa Ibom State was not known for edifices like the one we're about to have here. We're known as, when I was a kid, we're known as house boys and house girls in Lagos State. But that has changed today. I was discussing with the commissioners there that we should start getting the number of the commissioner for physical planning, because Akwa Ibom State is coming to Lagos State. We are coming to Lagos State to make a difference. We are coming to Lagos State to add to the wonderful works that Governor Sanwo-Olu has already done in Lagos State. This edifice that is going to stay here, because we know it's going to stay here in the next 2 years, is going to dot the beautiful skyline of Lagos State. It's going to be one of your pride in Lagos State. So I want to welcome all of you, especially Governor Sanwo-Olu, for finding time to be here. I also want to welcome our leaders. It is not easy on a working day to get a governor and other leaders to attend an event like this. So we want to welcome you especially. I also want to welcome our people who have come all the way from Uyo to be here. We thank Ibom Air. Ibom Air had to increase their flight schedule to accommodate Akwa Ibom people. Governor Sanwo-Olu, we are here. You are welcome, sir.
Please, can we put our hands together, celebrate the Secretary to the government of Akwa Ibom State. The high point for me is that Akwa Ibom State is coming. And of course, when we come bearing excellence. Thank you so much, the Secretary to the state government. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we know that we're here for the groundbreaking for Ibom Towers. There are plenty towers around here. But this is a tower sui generis, that is of a special kind. And there is a gentleman who will be able to unveil the components of what we're here for, so that all of us can understand why this is not just another event, but as I had said, the birthplace of the future. Join me as I acknowledge and welcome to the microphone for the project overview, the MD of the Akwa Ibom State Investments Corporation, Pastor Imo Jacob. Please, can we put our hands together? Welcome him as they come for the project overview. He understands the length and breadth, the nitty-gritty of this building that we're here to lay the foundation today. And when he explains this to us, we would understand why it becomes very essential for every well-meaning Akwa Ibom citizen, Lagosian and Nigerians to key into this vision. Pastor Imo Jacob, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today is a great day. I'm happy that this day has come to give an expression to the vision of our governor, Pastor Umo Eno. Your Excellency, I want to thank you for this golden signature in a very important sector of our economy, the real estate market, and in a prime market of no less place than Lagos. This is one of your gifts to us in the investment house, to host an investment in a prime sector for the generations of Akwa Ibom unborn. You have intentionally delved into a real estate development, starting with this one, having an eye across the nation, prime markets like Abuja, Uyo, and now Lagos. We are here for
unveiling of a project that is more than a real estate. It's a vision that speaks to the future. And I like what Morgan had already established. The future begins here. We are here to unveil the development of a residential commercial apartment here on Bishop Aboyade Cole, Lagos. This is more than a building project. It is an investment. It is an investment because we have an eye on the future, that a time is coming when states will not depend on oil monies, but will look forward to what they lay as investment for the future generation of IGR. And her governor has clearly identified an area that represents a store of value. You know, as I do, that any investment in the real estate sector always creates more values into the future. But for this project, it's more than creating value, it's preservation. Because the grounds on which we stand today was left abandoned for years. This property was acquired in the 90s, left undeveloped, almost the habitation of the wrong set of people. And guess what? All that was happening as a gold mine in a state, Lagos, where real estate is more than oil. So it took our governor to say this cannot continue. We are recovering what was abandoned and almost lost. And so today, His Excellency is launching out what I call redemption, remediation, and restoration. Those three R's are the signatures on this project. Permit me to lead you into more than a 3D presentation of the project because I don't have a screen, but my mouth will do the work. This is a development of a high-end residential apartment building that is meant to create an oasis for its residents, elevated enough from the high street to provide the required seclusion and exclusivity of high-end living, while at the same time still being in close proximity to the city and its amenities and destinations. From a design point of view, this building, this project is meant, concept we call come, live. Live here. Live in this place. It's an apartment, but more than apartment. You can also walk in this place. And more than that, you can play. Because the residents are going to have a rare combination of residences and business facilities that if you don't want to get into the traffic of Lagos, but you want to deliver your business transactions from the comfort of your residences, you just go down a little floor below and have all your business transactions made. More than that, as we said, it's a place where you come, live, you know, work and play. There's so much of luxury packed into the design to deliver comfort even in the skyline. People are going to get in touch with the skyline, but not far away from nature. There's going to be a lot of gardens, a lot of green culture around about the building. And in any case, every apartment will have an open view. No opaque structure, no opaque vicinity. You are in touch, you can look down from the sky and see what is happening below the ground. So from a design point of view, this is meant to provide a holistic well-being for the occupants. I dare say some of the occupants may be people in their, you know, their 80s who want to enjoy exclusivity but not being detached from the nature. But more than that, there's a lot of gaming, there's a lot of facilities for swimming pool and all that, gym and all that. So you can have the body, soul, and mind catered for, but not just a building, but a vision by our governor. More than that, this building has been designed to provide intelligent and digital signatures. This is a smart building. It's comparable to any you can find anywhere around the world. It's been carefully scripted and crafted to be able to provide, deploy technology to limit access, for example,
The lift only takes you to the floor that you are meant to go. There would not be any mismatch of occupancies and if you come to do business here. So it's going to be a building that will offer privacy to the occupants, but at the same time allow them to interface with the rest of the community. It is going to be safe and all that. This sits on a land mass of 2,191.22 square meters. It's planned to have 32 apartment units spread across the entire floors. We have a basement, we have a first floor and 17 floors, all capping up to 18-story building. This is a building whose time has come. I want to say to our governor, thank you for giving us this opportunity to bring to Lagos the Ibom brand. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate Pastor Imo Jacob? There is a lot more to have said about this particular building that we're here to lay the foundation for today. But of course, as you know, we have to work with the available time. Your Excellencies, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all of us here are very happy. In fact, if we had the opportunity, all of us here would want to have a say on such a remarkable day as this. But time will not allow that. So we're now going to take goodwill messages from some of our leaders who are to represent all of us here. I'm going to take the liberty to list all of us who will speak, and then we'll just take 2 inelastic minutes if you can, and as you should, so that we can work within the available time. The first goodwill message would come from the Honorable Commissioner in charge of the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development here in Lagos State. After which we would hear from the Speaker of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly. Since he speaks for all of us, we would allow him just speak here to represent all our interests. And after that, please, we're going to hear from the father of modern Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency Architect Obong Victor Atta. And then we would hear from our traditional fathers, one from Akwa Ibom and one from Lagos State, and then would call it quit for that particular item on today's occasion. Your Excellency, having laid that foundation, I want to respectfully ask that we put our hands together and welcome the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, Lagos State, for a message of goodwill at this event. Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate this smart gentleman who is involved in the matter of planning Lagos State. So continue to be the very smart and very robust city that it is. Can we celebrate him one more time, please?
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. Standing on existing protocol already laid, I'll try to be very brief. I really must commend Akwa Ibom State government because we went through the perusing these drawings together to ensure that a befitting structural edifice is bequeathed to the state, not only Akwa Ibom, but also Lagos State, because it's going to change the landscape of this environment. And most importantly, to also acknowledge their efforts and to also make an appeal to other states planning to go into this kind of development, that they should try as much as possible to abide by all the laid down rules in Lagos State in terms of fiscal planning and development control. Just this morning, the development control arm of the ministry just granted the authorization to commence the piling work. And that is also to lend credence to the fact that Akwa Ibom State government went through all the process of development. Again, most importantly, what we have now in the world is all about green building. What that simply means is having an efficient building in terms of utilization of all the basic requirements, ensuring that electricity is not unnecessarily consumed, and that both artificial and natural elements of development are adhered to. This I must confirm that we already have. And again, most importantly, again, in Lagos State here, we've been having cases where drawings are presented and the elevators are just marked as regular square or rectangle. But what we have now is that a detailed specs of those lifts will also be perused and approved. And I can attest to that on this particular building that has been done, and the lift elevators that we're going to have in this building will be of utmost safety to us. So I indeed must congratulate the state government for deeming it fit to come to do this kind of investment in Lagos State. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, one more time, can we celebrate our leaders? Can we celebrate our leaders? Thank you very much. Still in the goodwill messages, I would like to welcome to the microphone Right Honorable Elder Udeme John J. Talk, the Speaker, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly. We can do better. Let's celebrate him. Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State and the Governor of Lagos State, the immediate past governor and the former governor, former governor of Cross River State that are here. Your Excellency, I want to thank God for what God has been doing for Akwa Ibom people. At every point in time, God sees the need of Akwa Ibom and brings in a governor that will meet the need of Akwa Ibom people. Your Excellency, at this point in time, God brought you as a businessman to make sure Akwa Ibom continues to be prosperous. What you are bringing to Lagos State is something that will generate revenue for the state. It's something that will increase our IGR for Akwa Ibom State. And also it will generate IGR for Lagos State too. Your Excellency, I want to thank you. And I want to say that Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly will be with you, will support you, will be by your side, will continue to approve monies that will be needed for this development. Your Excellency, I want to thank you very much. We have seen your generosity in Akwa Ibom State. We have seen your advocacy for the masses of Akwa Ibom State. We have been saying you are the senior advocate of the needy this time around, SAN for Akwa Ibom State. Your Excellency, thank you very much for bringing in this massive development and infrastructure that will bring a lot of dividends of democracy to Akwa Ibom people. Thank you very much, and we will continue to support you, Your Excellency.
Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate Mr. Speaker? Thank you for the commitment so far made to support His Excellency and, of course, making the necessary approvals for appropriation to ensure the successful execution of this project. We appreciate you, Mr. Speaker, and we know that with your effective collaboration with the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, this project shall be completed on record time. Your Excellency, the next man that is to give a goodwill message at this event is a leader that we truly honor and celebrate. In terms of design, in terms of vision, in terms of planning, His Excellency Architect Obong Victor Atta stands top among the list of those that can be listened to. Please, can we put our hands together and welcome him? An elder statesman, but still strong, still energetic. He deserves all the celebration. He deserves all the applause. I know that when you listen to his seminal goodwill message, you would even have more reasons to celebrate him. I can hear the women calling him grandpa. Of course, that is what it is for us in Akwa Ibom State. We do not forget the genealogy because Akwa Ibom State has enjoyed tremendous continuity. Your Excellency, please, we honor you.
Akwa Ibom Song. Your Excellencies, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State and of Lagos State, former governors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today is a very special day, and I have to thank God for today and thank the vision of our governor for making possible this day. I remember this place very well because to my right here used to be the car park. The lodge was over there. In front of the lodge was a field where occasionally we will celebrate certain occasions and so on. And the minute it was no longer necessary or essential that government should come to Lagos, but more to Abuja than to Lagos, should I say, I knew that this place was due for what is happening today. Every effort to try to do that met with some frustration, because at one point the property was offered to Anchor Insurance because they needed to recapitalize. And I thought, well, maybe the vision is lost. But thank God you redeemed that vision. And you are lucky. Let me say why you are lucky. Because I listened to the speaker say that they'll be willing to appropriate the money that you need to finance this project. I was not so lucky when I dreamt of Econet. I wanted to raise money to buy Econet because I could see the future that Econet held for Akwa Ibom people. And I was attacked and opposed, and it was, thank God, in the end, we can say it was a successful story. But you are lucky in that we have the support of the House and Akwa Ibom people. The reason why this needed to happen is because, as a governor here, and with His Excellency, the current president, who was the governor of Lagos State at the time, we used to have this discussion. He used to say to me, our land is what your oil is. Your land is to us what your oil is to you. So now they drill our oil, we develop their land for mutual benefit. And everybody benefits. We heard by the increased IGR, internal generated revenue, is coming both to Akwa Ibom and to Lagos, as it will do for Akwa Ibom. So congratulations again. And in terms of just a question of exchange of ideas, the present governor of Lagos State may not know this, but when we developed something called the plaza in Uyo, around that little tight roundabout called the Circus, Lagos State government sent architect Buke Yumi, who was the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Planning, I think it was, to come and visit, because that was an ideal and the first of its kind in Africa for an urban space. So there's always this mutual exchange of concepts and ideas. And I thank God that it has materialized itself in what is happening today. There was a misunderstanding, of course. People were accusing you of, instead of developing Akwa Ibom, you are going to develop somebody else's land. But the value is not the same. Nobody can blame anybody for coming to drill oil in the Niger Delta instead of drilling oil if there's no oil in their state. The value of land here, the value of property here, far exceeds whatever we can develop at home. So it is a wise decision. And I tell you in all honesty, sir, that the future always belongs to those who can see possibilities before they become reality. Congratulations, Governor.
I don't understand if that applause is for His Excellency Architect Obong Victor Atta. You can do better having listened to such an intelligent, seminal message of goodwill. He never disappoints. He always brings the historical perspective to everything he does. And of course, when you listen to cerebral elders like Architect Obong Victor Atta, you have all the impetus you need to continue on your God-given ideas and plans. Can we put our hands together one more time as we celebrate that our leader and our elder? Thank you so much. We're truly grateful. Thank you so much. The future belongs to those who have the audacity to see possibilities before they become realities. Thank you so much. Your Excellencies, our governors, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the penultimate message of goodwill at this event will come from the Oniru of Iruland. Please, I want to respectfully ask that we put our hands together, cheer him, applaud him, celebrate him, As he comes to the microphone, His Royal Majesty Oba Abdulwasiu Mogbolahon Lawal, Commander Order of the Niger. Please, can we celebrate him? The royalty, the gates, the pageantry, of course the splendor, the poise, the composure, everything royal. Can we continue to celebrate this one as he comes to the microphone? We truly celebrate and honor you. Thank you, our King.
Your Excellency, the host governor, the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, Your Excellency, the governor of Akwa Ibom State, our own pastor, a renowned Omolokpa, the entire Nigerian police force, we celebrate you because of what you do to the Nigerian police force. Governor Atta and Governor Lie, I celebrate you. All the royal fathers here present, especially my brother, Kabesi, Oba Mohammed Said Ademole Legushi, and the president of the Supreme Council of Traditional Rulers in Akwa Ibom State, and the chairman of Akwa Ibom State Traditional Rulers. I greet you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I must once again commend the governor of Akwa Ibom State. And I'm very, very happy when the governor at our elder statesman came here to talk about the relationship that Lagos and Akwa Ibom have had since 1999. I'm an eyewitness to all those meetings that you, Governor Ibori, Jagaban himself, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, all what you did that time. And I'm also very happy that our lawyer is here, the chairman of Access Bank, Paul Uzoro, SAN. We were all there together. Of course, I was just, but we have had good relationship with Akwa Ibom State in the past. And today, this event is one of those. When I got the invitation that you'll be coming here to develop a major real estate investment in Lagos State, I was very, very happy, considering the fact that, as we all know, Mr. Governor Sanwo-Olu is aware that real estate is real. Don't mind those people that are saying you have come to Lagos State. The real estate value of this corridor cannot be compared to any real estate in any part of Nigeria. As a matter of fact, if I may have to refer to Richard Florida, one renowned economist, he said the real estate value of Greater New York is equal to the GDP of United Kingdom. So coming to Lagos, coming to my kingdom, Iru Kingdom, to invest, you have not made any mistake. And I can assure you, the enabling environment will be provided. We will make sure that you enjoy the benefit of your effort. The ROI you cannot even compare it to anywhere in Nigeria. That said, you are once again welcome to Lagos. We will give you the necessary support. The governor is here. I'm very happy that the Commissioner for Physical Planning is also here. For Lagos, this road was not like this before. So, once you start the construction, you also ensure that what you need to do as support, you ensure that you get to the palace. My palace is just 3 minutes away from here. Thank you very much. Ekabo.
Let's continue to celebrate our King. Continue to celebrate the Oba. We thank you so much. We appreciate you for the words. of confirmation and commitment. Apparently, we know that without a doubt, the needed support and collaboration for the speedy completion of this project shall come. Let's continue to celebrate him, please. The trumpeters, you can continue. Let's escort our Oba to his seat in his full glory and regalia. We thank you and we appreciate you. Your Excellencies, the governors and our leaders, we can without a doubt say, if not Lagos State, where do we go for real estate development? And if not now, when? And if not Pastor Umo Eno, who will do it? Your Excellency, for the last message of goodwill at this event, I want to respectfully welcome the Okwe Ibom Ibibio and the President General of the Akwa Ibom State Supreme Council of Traditional Rulers, His Royal Majesty, His Eminence, Intendant Dr. Solomon Etuk JP, Commander of the Federal Republic. Please, can we continue to celebrate him? This is Akwa Ibom meeting Lagos. Of course, the glory, the splendor, the royalty, they get almost similar, as it were. We truly revere the custodians of our culture, the custodians of our customs, the Okwe Ibom Ibibio. Can we continue to celebrate him, please, as he comes to the microphone for the last message of goodwill at this event? Ntenyen Amedi, thank you.
Akwa Ibom is song. Akwa Ibom is song. Emane is song. Iban puro mwambie nomba mo. Your Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umo Eno, Ph.D. Today, I want to thank God Almighty for making it possible. To see this mammoth crowd coming to celebrate what God has used the governor to do. Very specially, too, I want to recognize all the governors that are here, the governor of Lagos State, the deputy governors, the former governors, and other very important dignitaries that are here. Our sons and daughters from Akwa Ibom State, and my sons and daughters from Lagos State that are here, thank you for coming. Today is very special. Special to see that we are here to do what we are supposed to do and to advise. Basically, that is our role as royal fathers. To advise, to encourage, to promote, that is good. Our governor has done well. And I pray to the Almighty God he should continue to do well for the goodness of the people of Akwa Ibom State. I want all of us to know, apart from the benefit, the immediate benefit, it's a long-term project. It's a project that all of us, our children, will benefit immensely from it. I want us to know that what is good is good. Continue to promote what is good. My Royal Majesty, the King of this land, the Oba, have spoken, talked about his support for what
is going to happen here today. But I, the Ibom of Ibibio, and from the Supreme Council want to say, we are ready, and the Supreme Council are ready to support the governor in all ramifications. But I also want us to know, it is a way of building bridge of unity among the people of Lagos State and the people of Akwa Ibom State. It's a bridge building project to showcase Akwa Ibom State to the world here in Lagos. So I beg you all, support what is good. I want to also add, Your Excellency, there's something I want to appeal to you to do for the Akwa Ibom children, the young engineers. Such project is a project. It's a mega project. The young engineers, they should encourage them to come in when the project commences, to learn, to follow up on the aspect of these serious construction works. It's a high-skilled construction works. Therefore requires our children to close ranks and ensure that they come and learn so that tomorrow they'll have something to show. They will be part and parcel of the project. I want to thank you once again for a day like this. And we'll continue in our own small way as royal fathers to pray for the governor to ensure that the project commences on time. And I'm very sure, like the speaker have said, that they will make available all the resources, all the funds. Is completed on time. Thank you very much. My word from the Council of Chiefs says, we support what the governor is doing. Ntoyen, Akwa Ibom, support this project. Iko kuba wanaku uba, ado to the glory of God. Ado this nampo ya fon inombufo. Mpong project ngagam frame mintum. Mpong mufiri dia o fun. So I say thank you very much once again. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, the Okwebo Mibibio President General, the Supreme Council Traditional Rulers in Akwa Ibom State. Please, we honor you, we celebrate you, and we thank you. Thank you so much. The special sound there also to connect the President General with the land. Wherever he is, we acknowledge you and we thank you. Your Excellency, we're going to have two cultural performances. One will be the sound from Akwa Ibom State, and the other would be the sound from Lagos State. We're going to take the two of them, but then I'm going to put the vote of thanks in between two of them. So while we wait for the Okwebo Mibibio to be accompanied back to his royal stool, we're going to have the Afri Rhythm voice from Akwa Ibom State to perform for 3 minutes, please. Immediately after their performance, we would have the vote of thanks from the Western Legacy Group, after which we would also have the Lagos State Council for Arts and Culture perform, and then we'll begin to engage the reverse gears. Please, Afri Rhythm, this is your time. Let's go, please. This is a happy day.
Dear citizens of Akwa Ibom State, it is natural that when government takes a step beyond the ordinary, some people will talk and condemn the initiative. While some will be skeptical, others will neither be here nor there. But I want to tell you that the responsible government you are having, and we are having the well-being of the people of Akwa Ibom State at heart. The Ibom Tower project is a very valuable project. We are embarking on futuristic thinking and projects for internally generated revenue for the states. What if and when the center can no longer hold? When allocations from the center cease, shall we shift the burden on the citizens of the states by increasing taxes? The answer is no. We have assets in cosmopolitan cities like Lagos, and we are intentional in converting our dormant assets, lying fallow, into money-making instruments for the state. Ibom Towers is a business facility and not a luxury building. That is the intention. That is the rationale behind the 19-story building of Akwa Ibom State. Therefore, Nditaikami, Edi, let us join hands together to build Akwa Ibom State. Arise, Akwa Ibom.
You have 30 seconds more.
Please, can we applaud the Afri rhythm as we bring this session of performances from Akwa Ibom State to an end. Let me please put the Lagos State Council for Arts and Culture on cue. They are to perform next. Of course, the energy there is showing the excitement that this project brings to Akwa Ibom State. Thank you very much, the Afri Rhythm. Thank you very much, the Afri Rhythm. Protocol team, can you? Thank you very much, Afri Rhythm. Thank you, Afri Rhythm. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Queuing right now, the Lagos State Council for Arts and Culture. Please take the center stage and also perform. Please, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Thank you.
Vojuaya man. Why Vojuaya. Akpaminado. Akpaminado. Waragata Gioyawe. Mima Egbe. Mima Egbe. Akpaminado. Akodaji. Amasina Dragwaye. Posavore barabore we madavo. Posavore barabore we madavo. Posavore barabore we madavo. Posavore barabore we madavo. Hey! Omi weluwe. Omi weluwe. Bisawiya, bisawaye, omi domiya. Bisawiya, bisawaye. Naija no gogola jigowa, Naija no gogola jigowa. Atade mo na me, na de na me ninu Naija no gogola jigowa.
Please, can we celebrate the Lagos State Council for Arts and Culture? Very meaningful cultural display. Very meaningful cultural display. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we put our hands together for all of them, please? Thank you so much. The Lagos State Council for Arts and Culture. We appreciate you for that very meaningful performance, and we really do appreciate and thank you. Your Excellency, we have come to the high point of this event. Vision needs men to materialize, and great vision requires great men to push them to fruition. At a time like this, we are privileged in our state, Akwa Ibom State, to have a great man with a great vision, with courage, who will stop at nothing and ensuring that everything that the Lord lays in his heart after good thinking is pushed to reality. Ladies and gentlemen, cometh the hour, cometh the man. Can we put our hands together as we celebrate now to address us at this event? His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umo Eno, the Governor with the vision. Can we keep celebrating him? Can we keep celebrating him? Can we celebrate the vision in a man? Celebrate the commitment in a man. Celebrate the determination in a man. Celebrate the forthrightness in a man. Celebrate the man who has seen the future already and has the courage to go all the way.
So
thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, let's take our seats. Thank you so much. Thank you. Akwa Ibom is song. Akwa Ibom is song. Ibani know you. I don't know the sobriety for Lagos now, but I used to know that it used to be a Koni Bajel. Your Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, my brother, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, our special guest of honor, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, the Coordinator of the Office of the First Lady of Akwa Ibom State, my daughter, Helen, Your Excellencies, past governors of Akwa Ibom State, my political father, Deacon Udom Gabriel Emmanuel, the father of modern Akwa Ibom State, Architect Obong Victor Atta, the former governor of Cross River State, Senator Lieli Moke, former deputy governors that are here present, Honorable Speaker of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, honorable members of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, my Lord, the Chief Judge of Akwa Ibom State, and other judges that are here today, former ambassadors, members of the diplomatic corps that have joined us here, distinguished senators and members of the House of Assembly, representatives that are here, both serving and former, the chairman of our party, the PDP, in Akwa Ibom State, members of our party, ESCO, and members of IPAC that are here present, the representative of the Honorable Minister of Petroleum Gas that has joined us here, Secretary to Government, Head of the Civil Service, the Executive Assistant and Chief Delivery Officer to the Governor, Honorable Commissioners of Akwa Ibom State, and the Honorable Commissioner for Physical Planning of Lagos State, Honorary Special Advisors that are here, our revered Royal Fathers that are here, the Okwu Ibom Ibibio, and the Chairman of Akwa Ibom State Traditional Rulers Council. Your Royal Majesties, the Oniru of Iruland, and Oba Elegushi that is here. Kadek Belo Riki Batak Beleseo, Kabiesio. Our religious fathers that are here, the MDs, CEOs of private and organized sectors that are here with us, other captains of industries, the Deputy Governor of CBN, our very own sister, the Chairman of boards and commissions, most especially the MD of Akikop, the Chairman of our local government councils, led by the Chairman of Algon for Akwa Ibom, Dr. Wemedi Moudo, senior citizens, elders. Let me especially mention our Tuekong, Don Etiebet, that has joined us here, Akwa Ibom community in Lagos and Abuja, the entire sons and daughters of Akwa Ibom State, specially invited guests, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. One of the glittering edifices that defines New York City's skyline in Midtown Manhattan, located between 1st and 2nd Avenues, close to the iconic United Nations building, is the Nigerian House. It is one of the major buildings that speak to Nigeria's role and place as a major continental power. Today, every Nigerian who has visited New York or lives in that city that never sleeps stands in awe of the vision of those who saw what others did not see by investing in that real estate. Just as the purpose-driven visionaries who built the Nigerian House in New York City did decades ago, we are gathered here to break the grounds for the construction of what promises to be an iconic building that will signpost our determination to play in the bullish real estate market of one of the most vibrant cities in Africa and indeed the world, Lagos. It is the 18-story Ibom Towers. Let me start by thanking my dear brother and governor of this great state of excellence, His Excellency Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for all the cooperation we have received from the relevant agencies of the state associated with making today's event possible. Your Excellency, we are deeply grateful and hugely appreciative. This is the very essence of bipartisanship, governance, and bringing development to the people should not be colored or determined by political affiliations. You have shown us love and you have helped as much as you can without breaking the rules that governs the building development plan of your state. Permit me to also state here that I am, as we always say it here, a Lagos boy. I went to school at local authority primary school in Ikeja, furthered in Victory High School Ikeja, and until I moved back to Akwa Ibom State in 1997 to set up my hospitality business, the Realty Group of Companies. I'd worked here. I'd learned and earned my living here. I met my late wife here. May her soul rest in peace. Raised my kids here and became a follower and believer of the inspiring leadership of our president today, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, then the governor of this state had provided. He came in as governor. He looked at the internally generated revenue of this state and decided to think outside the box of conventional wisdom. His reforms and liberal approach that he adopted in growing the economy of this state, even at great peril, today has placed Lagos State, a subnational, as the fourth largest gross domestic GDP in Africa. As they say in America, where California goes, so goes America. So where Lagos goes, so goes Nigeria. Today, because President Tinubu then, as a far-sighted governor of this state, took painful but revolutionary decisions, Lagos State is the center of excellence. With a bullish real estate market, so as we remain hopeful that the reforms our president is currently introducing to grow our country, painful as they may appear today, will bear fruit soon and reposition Nigeria just like he did with Lagos State as the largest economy in Africa. So I urge our people to follow patiently while we walk this path, because I see a great light at the end of this tunnel. And so today, in our determined efforts to grow more streams of income and deepen our investment portfolio, we are here to perform the groundbreaking ceremony for these 18-story Ibom Towers. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Akwa Ibom Investment Corporation, Pastor Umo Eno, has done a great job in providing the overview of this property, so I will not go further on that. Permit me to thank and commend our past leaders for wisely investing in real estate markets in Lagos, even when such investments did not appear as bullish as they are today. I'd like to assure you, sirs, your excellencies, that your investments will not be in vain. We're now looking at the Ajose Adeogun property, and we believe that we can make good money out of that estate. Very soon, we'll approach the House of Assembly so we can turn that property to high-rise office buildings that will increase our state IGR. This is not the time to bother at heavy taxation, but we can think outside the box and raise up properties and invest in areas that will increase our IGR without necessarily bringing a tax burden on our people. When we first mooted this idea for the construction of this tower, as well as the planned 4-star Ibom Hotel in Abuja, there was a firestorm of media attacks. Some people wondered why we should invest in real estate in Lagos as opposed to deploying the funds for other needs. I'm glad today that the father of modern Akwa Ibom has taken time to defend our action. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Let me again today repeat that no nation or a subnational will rely only on one source of income. We must diversify the sources of our income. We must expand our portfolios. Every time our leaders had invested in projects like this, they were always criticized. And His Excellency Architect Obong Victor Atta talked about Econet. We must remember what happened when he invested in the airport. We must remember when he built the Ibom Hotels and Golf Resort. We must remember when the Kenudom Emmanuel started Ibom Air. So every time a leader sees a vision, you don't expect everyone to see it at the same time. That is why a leader must be a leader at all times, who sees into the future and who knows how to lead people into that future. while we were running for office as governor, we had promised that we will look at alternate ways of investment and increasing our economic profiles. This tower, whose groundbreaking ceremony we are performing today, will ensure we achieve that dream and keep working to advance the growth of our state and improve the material well-being of our people. That's what Akwa Ibomite elected us to do, and that's what we will continue to do. We will continue to build compassionate homes for the poorest and the neediest in our communities. We will continue to provide food vouchers to the most vulnerable as a temperature to mitigate hunger while still encouraging our people to return to the farm. These projects that we are here to commission today will bring an increase in IGR and a quick return on investment. We're building 32 apartment complex here, and I dare say that some of those apartments are already gone. And we intend for this building in the next 24 months to ensure that we finish on time, commission it, and then return the investment and channel it to other projects. This investment, of course, is mutually beneficial. Lagos State will get their tenement rates and other rates, so we're investing across board. And so we think that this is the right way to go, to continue to partner with states, organizations that have the facility. And you follow where the money is. You follow where the money goes. The real estate money right now is in Lagos. And Your Excellency, we are here to follow the money. Thank you so much for the opportunity you have given us to co-invest in Lagos State, and we'll continue to do that and obey all of your physical planning rules so that we ensure that we do not take our friendship for granted. Please permit me on this note to kindly invite our special guest of honor, the Governor of Lagos State, to please join me as he makes some remarks before proceeding to the groundbreaking ceremony. Let us welcome His Excellency Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Thank you.
Please, can we celebrate His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, who has just invited His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State. Thank you, the band. Thank you, the band.
Akwa Ibom is saying. Akwa Ibom is saying. Please be seated. Mesereo. Abario. Isoy. Aha! Now we have brought Oron Road to Lagos. We have brought shelter. Shelter, is it not? And we have brought Edward housing. You know so? Thank you very much. Your Excellency, my brother, my friend, the hardworking governor of the great people of Akwa Ibom State. I'm going to keep you people here. You cannot go back to Akwa Ibom again. Your Excellency, Pastor Umo Eno, thank you. I want to adopt very, very well established protocol and the recognition that you've done so eloquently well this afternoon to all of our excellencies, former that are here, to all of sons and daughters of Akwa Ibom that are here, to all captains of industry that are here, to all government functionaries from Akwa Ibom and Lagos State that are here, and to great people of Lagos and Akwa Ibom. But permit me to also acknowledge my two royal fathers, because I also don't want to run foul. They live Ikate land and the Oniru of Iru land, whose domain is also here. And to say to all of you that you are indeed welcome. Gentlemen of the press inclusive, let me, on behalf of the people and government of Lagos State, welcome Your Excellency, welcome all of you from the great state of Akwa Ibom. Welcome you to the state of aquatic splendor. Welcome you to the commercial economic nerve center of our country. Welcome you to the state that if you should catch cold, all of us will be sneezing, but we will not catch cold. But welcome to the centerpiece of Nigeria, to the heartbeat, and to a state that Lagos had baked you for the great people of Akwa Ibom. And we can begin to see that skill, that resourcefulness, that higher level of commitment and leadership you have continued to show in less than 1.5 years. Kudos to you, Your Excellency, my big brother. Today, we're here to celebrate a great partnership. We're here to celebrate purposeful governance. We're here to celebrate development for our people. And we're here that after we've done politicking, it is meaningful development, it's purposeful development, is ensuring that we create wealth for our people, we create wealth for our citizens. That's what we're here for. We're lucky that this investment is happening in Lagos. And Lagos continues to remain home to a lot of investment, both local and international. But it gives us, that unique opportunity to say to you that Lagos continues to carry, the essence of where development sits with us as a nation. Is a signature for commerce and economy. And so to make this investment decision is to congratulate the entire citizens of Akwa Ibom that you have chosen well, you have thought out well, and your governor has taken the right and the best decision. One of our fathers that are here, the former governor of Akwa Ibom, Architect Atta, did mention that Lagos State and Akwa Ibom is not today, dates back to several decades, when my leader, the President of the Federal Republic, was also the governor of the state. And he did taking us through memory lane, that there has been a time in which a permanent secretary that I know too well had also gone to Uyo to observe, the turning of sort and the commissioning of projects. This is what we're seeing 20, 25 years after. Mr. President used to work at a building down the road there, Mobile House. This was where he caught his corporate seat. It's on this same street that he worked and he toyed, as a corporate treasurer in Mobile Hexon. So you can see that Akwa Ibom is very, very lucky that they are on a street in which developed Mr. President. On this same street, like the former governor, I've also said, the immediate past governor of the state, my very good friend, and brother, he used to walk down the road there at Zenith Bank. We also come around here to eat lunch in those days. But now, what seemed to be a lunch venue now has now turned to a major real estate corridor, has now turned to birth what will be known as the iconic Ibom Towers. Don't you think you deserve a big round of applause? Tell it to everyone. Tell it to people in Oron. Tell it to people in Ikora Bas. Tell it to people in Ikora Pene. Tell it to people in Uyo that Governor Eno has chosen a right decision. He has chosen a proper investment destination, and indeed we know that the investment that Akwa Ibom is putting here, not only will it improve the IGR that will be coming out from this investment, but it also synergizes the relationship between Lagos and Akwa Ibom. And I was just sitting when we're sitting down there, that I also have Ibile Oil and Gas. Maybe I need to come to Akwa Ibom and come and sign a small oil heritage and sign an acreage and see that we can also join hands to develop a few of the oil wells that you have. What you have in abundance, as a natural resource, we have also in abundance as our own land resource. So it is a joint initiative that we see the strengths of each and every one of us, and it's complementary what we're doing. This is what the governance is supposed to be. We're supposed to do peer review. We're supposed to look at where you have comparative advantage and utilize that comparative advantage to the benefit and to the betterment of your people. And so, indeed, we are happy that Akwa Ibom State and the Akwa Ibom government has made this decision. The investment will be safe. We can assure you that your investment has received all of the fiscal planning approval without missing out on any. You have been a fantastic corporate investor on our land. I want to thank you very much for that. You have not cut corners. You have gone through all the rudiments that ensures that a proper planning approval is sought, and we're indeed excited that we can give you all of the necessary approvals to commence the piling and development of this investment. To the great people of Lagos and Akwa Ibom, this is what we promise you. We promise you that we will do everything to ensure that we leave you better than we met you. This is happening in Lagos. This is happening in Akwa Ibom. This is what your governor is doing. He's going to leave your state better than he had met it. He's going to leave the resources of the state better than he had met it. He's going to leave the investment of the state better than he had met it. And Lagos will provide home for you in that space. And so I see the upcoming Akwa Ibom Towers here on Victoria Island, Bishop Aboyade Cole Street, as one of the defining edifices that would change the skyline of this place. I cannot wait for the next 24 months to join your governor and to join all the leaders that are here to come and physically hand over and commission this building, because I know anything that Akwa Ibom touches, in 24, 25 months, it will be completed. And so we'll bring all of you back to come and celebrate before the end of 2026 to hand over this edifice to the benefit of all of the investors that will have taken the investment decision here, and to the benefit of Akwa Ibom and the Akwa Ibom state government. Once again, we want to congratulate you. We want to say to you that we're happy with your decision to make the investment right in Lagos. We want to confirm to you that your investment will be safe in Lagos. We will provide an enabling environment that will ensure that investment is safe and is secure. We will ensure that we will open up this investment and this opportunity for other states that are also looking to take the same line of investment decision like Akwa Ibom has taken. I'm aware that 1, 2, 3 other states are taking it. Let them fast-track it and let them make those investments. And Lagos will continue to remain safe, will continue to remain purposeful, and will continue to remain home to all of this investment and ensure that the return that you're expecting on this investment, you meet and you exceed those investments. Once again, Your Excellency, we're happy for you to have made this decision. We're happy that you have come, you have seen, and you have delivered to the people of Akwa Ibom. All we need is that all of the people that have come from Akwa Ibom, let them remain here in Lagos. We'll continue to see how we take care of them, because indeed you have brought the richness of the culture and the hospitality of Akwa Ibom. You brought it to Lagos, and we can see. Thank you very much, and it's therefore my honor and a real privilege that I will go forward to start the groundbreaking of this edifice that will be called the Ibom, the iconic Ibom Towers, here on Bishop Oluwole Street, Victoria Island, Lagos. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The governor of Akwa Ibom State shall now lead the governor of Lagos State for the official groundbreaking and foundation laying for the construction of the Ibom Towers here on Bishop Aboyade Cole Street in Lagos State. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Of course, the working governor of Lagos State, a special guest of honor at this event, taking on the gloves and ready to break the ground, lay the foundation for the construction of these towers here, accompanied there by the hardworking and excellent governor of Akwa Ibom State. This is the vision, and this is now a reality. We thank all of you who have come to accompany the governor of Akwa Ibom State, especially the special guest of honor, His Excellency Governor Aboyade Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State. The foundation laying proper happening now, after which we will have the national anthem to close, but that will come after the foundation laying, please. We thank all of you. We continue to appreciate you. We thank their excellencies, the governor of Lagos State, now laying the foundation for this Ibom Towers. Standing by him, the excellent governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umo Eno, the visionary and the lead executioner on this project, surrounded by our leaders, royal and political. We thank all of them, and we know without a doubt that in under 24 months, this bare land will house the building of the future. We thank all our leaders profusely again. We cannot forget to acknowledge the immediate past governor of Akwa Ibom State and all the other leaders, including Architect Obong Victor Atta. Thank you so much. This foundation is very intentionally laid. His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, may have been a builder in his former life. Engineer Okorie, you can give him the plumb to check the lines. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your Excellencies, please, with your permission, we'll just take the national anthem there. Okay, you just allow some of our leaders. Please, let's open up the place. Please, we'll just take the national anthem after that photograph, and then we can continue with everything that needs to be done thereafter. We thank all of you. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, please, we'll take the national anthem to bring this event officially to an end. The anthem, please.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribes and tongue may for in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our flag
The strength of advanced societies lies in the ability of their leaders to identify socio-economic growth potentials and demonstrates the political will to invest in ventures that promise long-term profitability. Insightful leaders intentionally stimulate economic growth both within their territories and beyond, recognizing the value of cross-border investments to secure a more prosperous future for their people.
The duty of government is to ensure the safety and security of lives and property primarily. But when you live there, the duty of government is to ensure, especially the executive, is to ensure the sustainable development of their space. And what is sustainability? The use of today's resource without putting tomorrow's generation in danger. And there's been no time when any generation has had more than sufficient resource for itself and for future generations. And so to that extent, leadership must be forward-thinking.
Akwa Ibom State at this juncture is particularly blessed to have Pastor Umo Eno, a leader who came with the mindset to engineer and stimulate socio-economic growth through intentional and meaningful investment in profitable ventures. And that explains why its interest lies in trans-border investment in Lagos.
We are about starting an 18-floor tower called Ibom Tower in Lagos. We are building schools, we are building hospitals, we are providing boreholes where we have to. And all of this, we are doing roads in the rural communities. But we also have to step up to ensure that Akwa Ibom plays in the big league. And we are going seriously to real estate development.
We have examples where different governments have gone out of their jurisdictions to invest. On the international scale, if you go to New York, you see a lot of foreign investments in skyscrapers, and those countries sit back and repatriate their cash. In Lagos, you do have international, other countries coming in to invest there. And so, even in Lagos, you would find that Ogun State has a lot of property in Lagos State, and they are making a lot of money from it. In Abuja, you would find that other states have property. So, for example, there are states that have a full, more than 12-floor hotel in Abuja, different states, and they're making money from it. You see, it's not important where the money is coming from, it's important who owns the money. It doesn't matter where the origin of the money, it matters in whose pocket the money ends in.
Lagos State is a real estate market. The demand for properties in Lagos is high. The values are right. There's always almost like a premium on the rental values in Lagos State because the market demands something exquisite, and we have studied the market. We are glad that we're coming up with something that that will be pre-sold and will enhance. Not a social housing, it is an investment, and not a social housing, it is an investment. And I'm impressed with the design, and I'm sure that the market is waiting for us. The momentum is on us.
Akwa Ibom State had a lot of properties both in Lagos and Abuja. And most of these properties were almost gone, not until His Excellency came on board. This is the first time we have a trans-border project that can yield revenue to the state government.
Lagos has attracted successful real estate investments from both private and public entities across the country, making it a prime destination for economic expansion.
Lagos is the commercial hub of Africa. If you check the economy of Lagos, it beats that of many African countries. So Lagos is the finance center of Africa per se, not just West Africa. Now, the location of this property is in the prime area, Victoria Island. Juxtapose that to the demand of properties, houses around this area. In fact, you won't even see an empty land to buy. And per square meter of empty land in that area might even build a house here in New York. So for us to have this piece of property, which had been lying fallow for a long time, and His Excellency decided to put it to very good investment use. We are not building this property to occupy ourselves. we are building to sell. And the market demands from the researches we have made are there.
The state's vision to explore trans-border real estate investments of diversification and long-term asset growth as encapsulated in Pastor Umo Eno's Arise agenda. Nigeria's current economic challenges are undeniable. However, housing remains a fundamental need, and even in tough times, the demand for quality housing persists, particularly in major cities like Lagos. Pastor Umo Eno's administration is ensuring that they will be off-takers for the apartments by focusing on strategic locations that target high-demand demographics.
The apartments are going to be pre-sold, but don't forget that we have other facilities. We're going to put in place a facility management. We're going to run, there's a restaurant as part of the facilities in the building, and there is about 3 business centers. The idea is that when people live in an area, you don't need to walk out of that place to have your basic needs, work space. If you want to dine and eat, you have a place within the same building.
And a lot of people have even started putting application that as soon as it is completed, they would like to have their own apartment in that place.
Once we do the kickoff of this construction, the sales will start going on, and people are even demand. Even myself, 1 or 2 people have called me and told me that they are interested. That once the price for each of the this thing comes out, for each of the apartment is out, I should inform him. People are there to buy, and most of them can even use it, not just living, because part of the plan is that it will be managed. Yeah. So imagine somebody who is living in the US and has a property there. It might be a holiday home for him. So what will he do? He will return it to the facility managers to rent it out and earn money without doing anything. You are in the US, you have a property which is earning you a lot of money. All you need to do is a month before you want to use it, you can inform them that, hey, I'm coming in a month's time, so that they can make it available for you. So basically, that is a gold mine of investment, and is already selling out, let me say.
By focusing on these groups who live in the 18-story building, the project targets a specific demographic: business professionals, expatriates, and upwardly mobile Nigerians looking for well-modern, well-located residences. These aligns with Lagos demand trends, where the need for urban luxury apartments and business suites remains strong. By focusing on these groups, the project maximizes its appeal to the real estate market, ensuring sustainability, demand, and profitability. The next frequently asked questions is, what measures has the Akwa Ibom State government taken to ensure that political risks are minimized and the project's successes maximized?
In any case, we've done our studies, we've done site inspections and all that, soil testing and all that. Of course, piling and all that. So we have every reason to be assured that our property is in good place.
I think last year I led a team of my ministry in conjunction with Akiko to survey the area. We asked a lot of questions. As for one, durability of this project, the protection, and the benefits that are derivable by the state government. The answer we got was all in affirmative. So I want to say we have nothing to regret about that project.
The decision by His Excellency to go on with that investment is based on informed decision, based on research is done, and the high yield of return investment on investment that is going to yield for the state. When things are done like this way, he might not even be the one, his government might not be the one to benefit from it, but Akwa Ibom will be better for it. The internally generated revenues in few years to come would be something only to be imagined.
The Lagos property market continues to expand, driven by population growth and a booming business environment. Market research confirms a persistent demand for premium office spaces and residential units, validating this investment. Governor Umo Eno's real estate investment in 18-story building in Lagos is not an isolated venture, but part of a larger strategic vision to grow Akwa Ibom's economy. His administration has already demonstrated its capacity for transforming moribund state assets into profitable ventures, such as the Ibom Tropicana Complex, Akwa Ibom Broadcasting Corporation, Akwa Ibom Newspaper Corporation, among others.
All state-owned companies have now been taken over by Akicorp under the leadership, the managing directorship of Imo Jacob and the chairmanship of Ide Wodio. And they are doing an excellent work trying to revamp them. But they are revamping them from an investment perspective, not from a government perspective. And if you look at the concept of state-owned enterprises and you go back to China and you see how state-owned enterprises had helped Chinese economy develop, and not just China, you see that the Asian tigers made use of that structure under the state-owned economy. You do know that the duty of the state is not to drag business with private sector, no. The duty of the state is to go to where the private sector is unable to go to, conquer that territory and now allow the private sector to come and take benefits from it. So back home here, you do see that with the Tropicana, with the Science Park, you see that the administration is trying to ensure that every serious investment related project is revisited to look at what were the merits, what were the demerits. If there are contractual issues that are there, we can solve them and still get to do it. You cannot throw the baby and the bathwater. We are trying to sieve now to make sure that the dirty baby water is thrown out, but the baby is rescued.
The primary mandate of Akicorp to professionally manage those investments. And so when we came on board, one of the first things we did was situation analysis to find out what's happening in each and every of these entities. The whole month of August this year, we met with the CEOs of these companies to listen to them, to ask them to make presentation, their aspirations, challenges, and the things we can do together. So that has helped us to know who needs what. Our next step, and that is beginning next month, is to have a strategy session for each of these companies to see how we can reposition them for greater effectiveness, profitability. Don't forget that the reason why we invested in these companies is so that they can also make money. Of course, they fulfill economic and social objectives such as employment generation, income distribution, and general improvement in our GDP and all that. But as a government, we're bringing business into government.
The beauty of it all is the strategic approach to government's investment in the entire different aspects of the economy by centralizing or creating a one-stop investment center in the Akwa Ibom Investment Corporation. The government can then be in a position to make strategic choices on investments that are profitable and those ones that are not going to be profitable. Those that are aiding, what do we need to do to bring them back up and make them profitable. That is good because you bring in all the critical stakeholders into one point and they can think through it, through the entire value chain and connect the dots between the various investment that the government has. So you're seeing that that is the same approach that government is taking now to say, okay, what do we do with the AKBC? What are we going to do with the Specialist Hospital? What are we doing with Tropicana? So that I think would be a major boost. It might take some time, but clearly, as we continue to work this and learn from it, for example, the successes that we've had with Ibom and how that has worked, leverage that experience and try to put that across the other industries, enterprises that we have to make them work.
By expanding the state's portfolio into Lagos, the administration is tapping into the economic opportunities of Nigeria's commercial capital while securing a future for Akwa Ibom's finances. the governor's commitment to maximizing the state's properties beyond its borders promises to deliver substantial financial returns. With the right leadership and a bold investment strategy, Akwa Ibom is poised for an era of economic prosperity driven by both local and trans-border real estate ventures. Let us all support Governor Umo Eno's visionary leadership as we build a better, more prosperous future for Akwa Ibom State. Akwa Ibom, let us arise and say yes to a brighter tomorrow.